something about subjectivity. It's a problem. Subjectivity means that you believe something because you feel it's up to you that this is what's right, that's what's wrong. All right. Well, subjectivity means that you believe absolutely that your subjectivity is sufficient for finding things out. But if it was absolutely certain about your subjectivity, then you're not subjective. And you can't have subjectivity based on absolutes. Otherwise, it's not subjective. If your subjectivity is something that you just feel, and I feel truth is that way, how do you know? How do you know that your subjective opinion is right? Subjectivity ultimately is self-refuting, because how do you know your subjectivity is right? By your subjective experience, but that doesn't mean anything. So ultimately, when something is subjective, based on yourself, if you can apply it to what we call absolute truths, and there are absolute truths, I've just given you two out of Scripture, the deity of Christ, His physical resurrection. If you apply subjectivity to that, you're going to end up in problems. You can't do that. There are such things as absolute truths. We find the absolute truths in God Himself, and He is the standard of truth. God says, I am. Exodus 3:14. That means that God exists, and He's declaring that He is the eternal being. I'm not going to doubt Him. I'm not going to deny Him. It's an absolute truth. And we all believe in some form of absolute truth.